On today's show is the director of South Central Michigan Virtual, Fred Parker. Hi, Fred.
Hey, Bart, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Great seeing you as well.
Yeah. So for the show, we're talking that there might be people who aren't familiar with SCMV. What is it and who's it for?
So South Central Michigan Virtual, SCMV for short, we're the virtual arm of Jackson Public Schools. So we're online hybrid learning. We actually have an on-site learning lab where students can come on site to learn. Typically, the students that come to SCMV, they don't fit the traditional classroom. The pace is too slow, too fast, too disruptive. So we differentiate ourselves by providing one-to-one learning where students can come on site. We can scaffold up their learning. We can provide advanced courses. It's just so many options when you're enrolled at South Central Michigan Virtual.
So it's virtual, but it's also bricks and mortar.
Yeah, so we actually have a physical learning lab where students can come on site to work with our teachers to get support from them with our support staff. So they come on site, they're scheduled in 2-hour increments, and they get all the support and tutoring that they need every day of the week.
How many students do you serve?
So we're just under 500 this year. We peaked out at about nearly 530 last year. So we're expecting enrollment to climb higher than it did last year.
And you have actual, real physical teachers?
Absolutely, yeah. We have live teachers. So we have highly certified and highly qualified teachers that work at South Central Michigan Virtual. They're the experts at what they do, and that's what's really unique about us, Bart, that we're not just some online platform. This is an actual location with people that are vested in our community, that are here working with students that they have seen and known for years.
These are, here they are, the real people.
There's some of the staff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at our open house.
You've grown, you've added some staff.
Yeah, and that's only a fraction of them. We have a lot of staff at SCMV, and so that's some of the people that jumped in the picture at our open house. We have another crew of part-time teachers that support us in the evenings, that they are at a traditional school during the day, but they also work with us in the evening. So them coupled with the individuals that you see in that picture, we work to support our students well.
And you have the same kinds of teachers that a school would have: English, social studies, math. Do you have counselors?
Absolutely, yeah. We have counselors that work with us now. And so we have all the same teachers. All are certified and highly qualified. The same graduation track that students would graduate. So when you graduate from SCMV, you still get a Jackson Public Schools diploma. So
there are students that they can't be successful in a traditional classroom setting.
Yeah.
So, and I remember during the pandemic, there were teachers that said, "Oh my gosh, I cannot do virtual. I cannot teach virtual." So you've got to have you've got to have teachers that really can shine in a virtual teaching environment.
Agreed. You have to be able to navigate and kind of matriculate the ever-changing waters of virtual, right? Because a lot changes, but we have an amazing staff of people. And what's unique, as you mentioned, the pandemic, what really postured us well is we've been doing virtual since day one, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a seamless transition, and we were able to help a lot of families. Thus speaks to, our increased enrollment, because once they saw how we operated and the love and support that our staff provide, many people just decided to stay, and we continue to extend our arms, and we're growing every year.
Fred, you brought some photos.
Yeah.
And when I first saw this, I thought, is this the recruiting station?
Yes, that's one of our orientations. Yeah, so we host a series of orientations. One of the things we work to do, Bart, is to have to be face-to-face as much as we can with students. We have a lot of students, and we see a lot of them throughout the year. Some we don't see as much. So during orientation, we make a conscious and deliberate effort to make sure that it's in person.
Now, are there people that are non-traditional students that maybe are past the age of high school that could enroll to get a degree or a diploma?
They can. So if students have certain circumstances, they can enroll with us, and we can work with them up until the age of 21, presuming they fit certain criteria.
Oh, wow.
And so we have students that have, life happened, right? They graduated, they may have dropped out, they have a child or children, and they want to complete their schooling. So that's what's really unique about us, that we're able to provide a space for them that they can complete it.
And we're seeing all ages in these photos. So you go from K to 12?
We're K-12, so we're the only school in our district under one building that has K-12. So this is one of our in-person events. So our elementary teacher, Nicole Spagnolo, and her counterpart, Sherry Jones, they work very hard with our elementary staff, Brenda Davis, to work with our students in person. So our goal is to provide a sense of community, right? Every single month we want to have an event. Because what we heard in the early days is, I would love to do virtual, but I missed the social side of it. So, heard that enough, so we decided to make some changes and to work to build community. And we do that by having deliberate events at least once a month, most of the time twice a month, and students get to know each other, parents get to know each other, and we get to know our families.
And for that, you've pretty much used up all the space you have in Jackson Crossing.
Absolutely. We have outgrown the space. We've hired a lot of staff, and so we're at a point that we are expanding. So, we are looking to go down where the old Sears was, right?
Oh.
And so we're going to take a portion of that space and expand and provide more on-site support and space for our students to come and grow with us.
Where in Sears will you be? The old lawn and garden, or the? Do you know which?
I think that will be where that door is. I don't know. That's where the photography, I think it was. But when you come into, or the hair salon, probably on that. I think that was the back side. I think that's where we're coming in. So it's right near the Planet Fitness side of it, right? So we're on that side. So we're going to share space. We're not taking the whole space, but we're sharing with Burlington Coat Factory, and I think the Buckle has space. And so that's a very big building. And so once it's empty, you really see how big it really was.
Well, that's handy. You don't even have to have a lunchroom because you've got all those restaurants.
That part, yeah. we have tons of restaurants, and more. I understand more are coming. Yeah, more are coming. So it's going to be pretty cool to be able to walk outside and go to lunch anywhere. When
do you guys expand and move down to the Sears wing?
Our hope is in the 24-25 school year. It's a lot of construction that needs to happen and a lot of moving parts. So we're hoping sometime during that school year, we'll be ready to move in.
What's the graduation rate like? Are you likely to see students be more successful virtually and end up getting their diploma, or is it a harder road for students to graduate?
Well, we've created two paths to graduation, Bart, right? We have what we call our general diploma track and our honor diploma track. So our honor diploma track is for students that are on track with their cohort, right? They haven't really failed any courses, so that's at 45 credit hours. But our general diploma track is really designed for credit recovery. That's 36 credit hours, the bare minimum that the state of Michigan says you need to have with our Michigan Merit curriculum to get an actual diploma in our state. So with that, it created a new opportunity for students that have quit school, that have lost hope, that the light at the end of the tunnel is a lot brighter. We've seen just over the last couple of years, just going back that far, our graduation rates have increased every year. We graduated a record high last year, about 54 students. And so we have about 74 students right now that are seniors that are on track to graduate. And our hope is that we'll have more than we had last year.
Well, at graduating class that size, you're right in the neighborhood of Concord or Vandercook or East Jackson. It's pretty much as a traditional high school, same size class.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're just one of several schools in our district, so we're really proud, and this is going on our 8th year that we're able to grow at this kind of clip. So we have a great staff that work around me, a lot of great people.
Some of the things that kids might be looking for, you mentioned the social interaction, but what about like extracurricular sports, proms, things like that?
Absolutely.
What do your students do for those kinds of things?
Well, we have a great partnership with our in-district schools. So with Jackson High School, we're partnering with them this year when it comes to prom, when it comes to project graduation, baccalaureate. And so we have a great partnership. And so we're really proud that last year our students for the first time participated in project graduation. And so they were excited. It was an exciting time because it gave them the same opportunity to enjoy a great time with their peers following graduation, just like students at Jackson High did. So So we do all of those. We have a lot of partners in the community, from the city of Jackson to Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all of that. So we work really hard with our partners.
Cool. And if anyone's interested, they can come in and
Absolutely.
check the place out.
Absolutely. We're located right at the Jackson Crossing. You can call us at 517-841-2820 or miscmv.org. We're on Facebook. You can find us at South Central Michigan Virtual. And so if you have any questions, call us, drop in, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Fred.
My pleasure, Bart. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to see you.
Likewise.
And good luck to the students of SCMV this year. The director of South Central Michigan Virtual, Fred Parker.